speaking of the NFL, we're going to go and continue our NFL talk, and it's time for our Week 5 picks. We obviously have the first one already in the books here, where we had the Bucks and the Falcons. I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcons in this one, if you guys didn't know, but just for just so we can see.
I'm going to take the over.
I think I got a good chance. I don't know. We'll see.
Love the receipts from Peace on the Streets, man. If I'm going down, you're coming with me.
Yeah, right. I did. I did pick the Bucks.
Yeah.
I did pick the Bucks.
It's the right. Was the only one that gets.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah, I had to go back to the U, of course.
Bruh.
Because if you didn't know, it's all about the U.
You feel me?
All right, fellas, well, let's go ahead and get this one started, man. We got the Bills and the Texans. This one should be a pretty cool game, man. I'm going to actually take the Bills in this one.
I agree. I think that the momentum they have, I think Josh Allen's MVP season just continues. I know bit of a hitch last week with Baltimore, but I think that he picks it right back up, and I think that he ends up showing up the young gun, C.J. Stroud at Houston.
So when I do these picks, ladies and gentlemen, I do them for the sports gamblers out there. By the way, I run a Telegram channel. If you want to go and join it, $5 a month, we get you.
More you love that.
You know what I'm saying? So I do this for the sports gamblers out there. So with this game, I would tell you right now to stay away from. It's going to be a tight game. I really don't know who would win this game. Both offenses are great. Both defenses are great. The only thing is that Buffalo will not have Von Miller. He would be out for this game.
Yeah, got suspended. Yep.
So that might be a little discredit towards that Buffalo defense. But again, I think this game is up for grabs. But if I would have to pick, I'll pick the Texans.
2 Bills and the Texans. All right, cool. All right, so we're moving on to the Ravens and the Bengals in an AFC North matchup here. If you look at the Ravens after last week, man, they made a hell of an improvement. But I'm going to take the Bengals in this one because I also picked the Bengals to win the division. I think that Joe Burrow is finally getting into stride, and I think that offense is going to give them a nightmare. Although the Baltimore defense, you never sleep on them. I'm going to take the Bengals at home in this one. BC?
I got Baltimore again in this one. Last week was just a precursor. This week, they're going to go full-blown curb stomping Cincinnati into the ground.
I don't blame anybody for taking Baltimore in that one for sure. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I got Baltimore for sure. They win by minus 10.5, so that means by 11 points. And Derrick Henry's going to score again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. He's going to get another touchdown in this game.
How good is that? How good is that looking now that they got Derrick Henry, man? And honestly, I feel like, and I've said this in the past before, I feel like Derrick Henry looks so perfect in that Baltimore uniform. Like he should have been his entire career there. Like he just reminds me of a Baltimore player there, man. Like, he just looks awesome in the uniform. But god damn, that guy is good, man. Like he's getting older too, and the guy just doesn't stop, man. He just makes everybody else look small.
Well, and from a scheme fit as well, it's the perfect fit for him. They have probably one of the best, if not the best, running offenses in the league. One of the best running schemes, and you pair that with a quarterback that's as fast as Lamar Jackson. Like,
yeah, we do, BG. Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do. All right, fellas, we're moving on to the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders, and I'm the only reason I would be watching this game for anything would be to see Jaden Daniels continue his historic Rookie of the Year and MVP season. I'm just kidding. No, but Jaden Daniels is a must watch right now, man. He's playing lights out, and it's just the efficiency that he's playing, man. I love watching him out there, man. He looks really good. So I'm going to take the Commanders because the Browns are just an absolute mess. Surprise, surprise.
Yep. Commies over Browns in this one, and Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year audition continues. It is what it is, man. They're the ones that picked the name. They had to have known that was going to be a name they're going with. What, they want to go back to the Hogs? Like, no, you're the commies.
Go back to the Redskins, man. Go back to the Redskins, bro. Show some freaking incitement towards these Indian Americans, man. Come on.
They're the commies. They're the Reds. That's their name. That's just the Reds.
This is another game that I will stay away from because the Browns secondary is fantastic. Their run defense is pretty great as well. But the Commanders offense is looking really good with the rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels, so you can't shy away from that. The only thing is that Brian Robinson Jr., he will not play this game. He has a knee injury that they're looking over and evaluating. So Austin Eckler is probably going to be the RB1 there, or Luke McCaffrey, or whichever way they plan to go. But this is another game I would not bet on, but if I would have to pick, I'm gonna pick the Browns. Maybe the Deshaun Watson can finally wake up, or not. Maybe they get him some low key massages so he can wake up.
Give him the Diddy treatment.
Look at our bootleg Jay Glazer down there dropping all kinds of information here on injury reports, man. I like it. Yeah, and I give a shout out to McNichols, man. McNichols was
G. Mike Schefter.
What's that?
G. Mike Schefter.
Yeah, there you go, G. Schefter. Anyways, yeah, man. McNichols looked pretty good up there too for the Commanders last week too. So
yeah.
All right, yeah. So we're moving on here to the Raiders and the Broncos, which somebody's got to score, I guess, to win, or they could have ended a tie in this one. Who the hell knows? Both offenses don't look that great. I'm gonna go with the Broncos just because that defense is pretty legit.
Tank Bowl. I got Broncos as well. I think that the Raiders are just doing everything they can to shoot themselves in the foot, especially with the Devontae Adams trade rumors. So I feel like Broncos, this will be exactly what they need to pull off an upset
win. Yeah, I think the Broncos take it for sure. I don't think they win by so much. Maybe a field goal. I'll tell you, the under on this game looks very juicy. I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. And they got Gardner Minshew to just throw one TD. So I'm taking that for sure.
Interesting, yeah. So we talked about it on Peace on the Streets radio on Wednesday nights. Shout out to Peace on the Streets if you guys want some more of our content. We also do a radio show on Wednesday nights on iHeartRadio in Orlando. So cheap plug there. But anyways, we did talk about Devontae Adams trade rumors. We got to kind of maybe address it one more time because Devontae Adams has made it a mysterious cryptic tweet. Picture of Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe that could be the Ravens.
You want me to explain it to you? Oh, that's right. I wanted to explain it to you guys. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So this is not my words. This is the words from Emmanuel Acho, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He's one of he's one of the analysts on NFL Network. Am I saying that right? Or I know on college football for sure. But he said Edgar Jones started his career with the Ravens. Josh Allen started his career and is currently with the Bills. Dontrell Poe started his career with the Chiefs. I believe that Devontae Adams is telling us that he has narrowed his choices down to Ravens, Bills, Chiefs.
Because of course he would. Best three teams. Three of the best.
That's quite the deep dive.
Dude, you're trying to win a championship, dog. He don't have a ring, bro. Hey, more power to him.
I was just gonna say, if anything, for Edgar Allan Poe, just because he's native of Baltimore. Quote the Raven.
Right, exactly. Quote the Raven, nevermore. That's kind of that's how I took it. The biggest problem I think is going to be the compensation that the Raiders want back. I don't know, like, what are you getting in return from Baltimore that that the Raiders are excited about? You're not getting Mark Andrews or Isaiah Likely because they already have Brock Bowers and. They drafted a rookie last year as well. I can't remember his Michael Mann, I think it was, or whatever his name was. Forgive me, I was drawing a blank. Anyways, they have two good tight ends. Zay Flowers maybe, but why would you give up your younger receiver? I just don't know what they would give up. Maybe something off of defense, but I don't know what the Ravens would give up for the compensation. And that's where the biggest problem comes in.
Oh yeah.
Second round pick for sure. I
can see getting rid of the second round pick. That's fine, but I just don't know what they would give back in compensation because that's what they want as well from Baltimore. And if you don't want to give up if you're Baltimore, you don't want to give up something because they are in that championship window and have a legitimate chance to win. So I can't see them giving up something of relevant value right now.
Okay, real quick because you brought it up. Would you trade Zay Flowers for Devontae Adams and a second round pick?
Yeah, I would do. I would say yes, but then you have to also understand. I think the biggest problem would be is that Flowers is young and Devontae Adams.
But you're trying to win now. You're trying to win now. You're not trying to win later.
Okay, then if you're looking at it like that, yeah.
And Derrick Henry too. Derrick Henry is already 28, 29, 30?
Correct. Yeah. Whenever I think it's 30 or 31. But yeah, if you put it in that aspect, if you're just in the win now mode, 100% you do that every day. Yeah. But if you're looking for long term, that would make me a little bit. I don't know. It's not the fact of Zay Flowers is even on the level of Devontae Adams. It's more of just the longevity of it because you're gonna have to restructure Devontae Adams' contract, and he's gonna cost you a lot. So it's a rental for a few
receivers
games.
in the draft. So
yeah,
I think you do it.
Yeah, that's what you got to look at. This team. Again, when you got Derrick Henry, you entered win now mode. So it's at this point you're trying to do everything you can to win a title now. Don't really, a lot of people would shy away from it. Oh, you're mortgaging your future on it. But it's like, when is this team going to be? When is the iron going to be hotter for this team to win? Kansas City, they're undefeated, but they're not. They don't look as unbeatable necessarily. Bills hot. This seems like the best time I think for Baltimore to go all in and try to get Devontae.
Right now, I just read the Steelers are planning to make an aggressive offer for Devontae Adams.
They're going to trade Russell Wilson.
They should trade Russell
I mean,
Wilson to
honestly, that
Miami,
could
dude.
actually work. Like
Raiders
I don't
Trade
know.
him to Miami, dude.
trade.
Yeah, if he has any say so, I can't see him wanting to go to Pittsburgh. Just nothing against Pittsburgh or anything like that. I just don't think that they're.
This week.
I don't know. I don't like the fit there. I can see Devontae Adams. It's almost like the same situation he's in right now. He already requested a trade. The quarterback play is mediocre.
Bro. He wants to win now. He ain't trying to go.
Personally, to put Devontae Adams to bed, I guess I would like to see him go to the Bills. I'm not sure what they would give up either, but I would like to see him go to the Bills. I think that would be a great spot for him, and it would be awesome to see him there. And I think he would fit in pretty well. But that's just me. I can see the Saints making a move, maybe getting rid of Shaheed and a second-round pick. You know, maybe even throwing Chris Olave. I don't know if they would go that route, but anyways.
Oh no,
hell no. They won't give
So
up.
Flowers. We'll get rid of Flowers. We're not getting rid of Olave. That's the line.
I think.
Olave's better in my opinion. Bro. He's better in my opinion.
Yeah, and they're both. Yeah, it's one young asset. It's one young asset for another, but I'd rather take the young asset that is proven to be the better player.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable holding on to that asset than
Zay Flowers.
Exactly.
I'll give up to Zay Flowers anytime.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got the next game we got up here is Green Bay at the Rams. I think Green Bay wins in a landslide. Go Green Bay. Go Pack. Go.
Wow.
Go Pack. Go.
Wow.
Go Pack.
I mean, with the injuries and everything.
Yeah, Rams are just too hurt right now.
Yep.
Yes. I mean, but this is another game that I'm gonna stay away from. I'm not really gonna touch up on it, but I do like if Cooper Kupp was there, Puka Nakua was there, I think that offense is freaking electric. And with Matthew Stafford at the throne, and the way that Jordan Love is playing right now, don't get me wrong, he's gross, but it's for some reason they have some unlucky streak with him right now, and they're 0-2 with him, and they're 2-0 with Malik Willis. So it's like, does it end? Does it end now?
No. I think Love was just coming back from a knee injury, man. He ended up having a pretty decent game still, too, man.
That's what I'm saying. He still played good, but they have an unlucky. There's something unlucky going on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just it's
hopefully it ends.
Yeah.
Well, lads, it's time to head out to London. So if anybody's out there, just so they remember, the London series starts this week. So tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. in the East. I told you I'm not good at math, so whatever the hell it is on the West, you guys figure that one out. So we got the Jets and the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to win this one, man. I think the Vikings continue to stay undefeated, and they are looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Their defense. I mean, obviously, Aaron Rodgers knows the Vikings so well, but I think that just the way their defense has been playing this year, I think that they're going to do enough to keep Aaron Rodgers, pretty frustrated throughout most of the game, and then the offense is going to do just enough to pull out the win on a neutral site.
There's so many games this week that I'm just staying away from. When it comes to gambling itself, I think this is another game that's going to be up for grabs. I don't really know who's going to really take it. Both defenses are great. I think the Vikings offense is a little better than the Jets offense for sure. But I think Aaron Rodgers is clicking with his guys now. I think he's getting the formula going. If I would have to make a pick, man, I'll pick the Jets.
Jets. All right. Sounds good. All right. So we got the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And
the Bears.
This one's going to be an interesting one,
man,
and not for the good reasons. So I think I'm going to go with Panthers on this one, man. I think that Andy Dalton's been looking pretty decent. They kind of resurged in the team a little bit. I'm going to go Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers.
I got the Bears in this one. Andy Dalton aside, I feel like the Panthers defense is super sus, and I think that Caleb Williams and the Chicago offense is going to do just enough to be able to squeak out the win. But I got Chicago in this one.
Chicago. I got the Bears. I think Caleb Williams is another quarterback that's getting into his groove with his players. You saw it last game. He threw over 250, and he threw 2 touchdowns. I think he's getting familiar with his guys, and he's leading that offense. And DeAndre Swift is now coming into the mix because he's playing well as well. So it's like I think their offense is clicking, and I don't think the Panthers are probably going to be next to the Jaguars as the worst team in the league. I don't think they'll pull it off.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots, and man, this one's not going to be an offensive juggernaut. I can tell you that one.
Take the under, baby. Take the under.
Yeah, take the way under.
Well,
Take the way under in this one. Yeah, so I don't know. This one's really tough to say, man. The Patriots are pretty bad, and the Dolphins offense just can't figure anything out right now. I do think that they get it right, though. I'm going to take the Dolphins, and I'm scared in this one as well. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Hey, never doubt a former Pro Bowler. Tyler Huntley, he's that guy to figure it out this year. I got him throwing for 400 yards, 4 times. No, I'm just not that much. But I think that he'll figure something out. I think that they'll do just enough. It's going to be a little bit like Panthers and Bears. It's just another tank bowl kind of game. I think that Dolphins are going to be able to close this one out in a close victory.
I got the Patriots, man. I got the Patriots at home. They always play good at home. Right now, with the scrutiny that they're under, there's a lot of fire going on in the locker room. I've read a couple of things of players fighting with each other.
The mutiny thing.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna all come down to this game right here, and they're gonna try to flip things around. Even though I don't think they're gonna have a good season, I think they will flip it on this game, though. I think they'll win this game. But take the under, baby. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of scoring. I would say anywhere from 45 under in that.
Speaking of that mutiny thing, the person who released that also came out to this morning before we went live and said that he over-exaggerated that one quite a bit. Now, that might have been also been New England.
Sure.
That might have been New England being like, what the hell are you doing kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so he did come out and say he exaggerated a little bit, but I don't think that changes the fact that they're so bad. But all right, so the Jags and the Colts, man, everybody's excited about this one. So I'm going to take Indy in this one. I think Jacksonville is just kind of a mess right now. I know they always play each other really tough, and Jacksonville normally seems like they get the better hand of them lately. But I am going to stick with my my INDY Colts, man.
I'm going to Indy. I think Indy's going to do like it. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but I think this is going to be another one of those close ones because with Indy and Anthony Richardson, it's pretty hit or miss. Like it's either 40-yard touchdown passes or it's wildly thrown incompletions and interceptions. But I think that just because of how porous Jacksonville, the defense is, and just how badly run the offense is, I think Indianapolis has this.
Yeah, and it's a possibility it might be Flacco again as well. It's going to be a game-time decision for Richardson. And is it bad that I kind of want Flacco out there?
I mean,
at the end of the day, you want wins, bro. If he's the better guy right now, he's the better guy.
Yep.
Well, we'll take Devontae Adams for Richardson. How about that? We'll keep Flacco. And Flacco we trust, baby. Let's go.
Hey, it's not bad. You give Raiders.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if that actually happened, though? I'm making a joke, but that'd be crazy if that actually happened. But anyways, go ahead.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard, Harry.
Who are you picking? You picking Jacksonville, you said?
Yeah, I got Jacksonville. I think that they end this losing streak at home. But it is going to be a game of inconsistencies on both sides. Jonathan Taylor's not playing. He's not.
Yeah, he's out.
Suiting up this week. I don't think Anthony Richardson is going to play either. I think Joe Flacco is going to be at the throne. There's not going to be a lot. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game either, just because the Jags can't seem to get any red zone scoring happening. Their third down conversions is at an all-time low. They're like the 5th worst team in the league when it comes to third downs. And I don't see a lot of excitement in this game like I see it in your eyes, Steve. But, again, I'm going to take the Jags because I don't think they'll go 0-5. I think, they should be 3-1 right now. I got to
get this damn internet fixed, man. That's the second time I've heard positive Jags news, man. It's Bright House issues, man. I tell you what. Anyways, yeah, man. Watch out for a big game from Josh Downs. I think if Flacco plays, watch out for a big game from Josh Downs. I think he's going to be a big wide receiver coming up. Obviously got Pittman out there too, but I think a big game from Josh Downs. All right, so we got the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Always a great divisional matchup. I think the 49ers take this one pretty handedly. Arizona scores. It seems like if they can get their offense going, they have some potential, but not enough to win. San Francisco wins pretty handily.
Yeah, I think regardless of how San Francisco plays, I think it's one of those games where it's a lock for them. Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Yeah, Niners win by 14.
Yeah, I could buy that. All right, so we're moving on to the Giants and the Seahawks, man. The Seahawks, man, what a game Monday night was, too. That was an awesome game. I'm taking the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are impressive. The defense needs to step up a little bit more, but Geno Smith and them boys are looking pretty good, man, actually. I like them. What you got, BC?
And I got Geno Smith in Seattle as well. They're playing really good football. So again, against Danny Derps and the Giants, like this is like this matchup, man. Seriously, like what do you want me to say? Like, the Giants are going to actually have a great football game? No. It's going to be Seahawks all day.
Yeah, I think Seahawks will win it for sure. And Kenneth Walker will get another rushing touchdown.
Ooh, man, did he look good.
Put that in the parlay, baby. Put that in the parlay. And Seahawks win. Trust.
And we got the Sunday night game, a classic game here, man. The Cowboys and the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers at home over the Cowboys. I don't know. The Cowboys just seem like they're up and down, and I like the Steelers defense. Maybe Prescott throws an interception or something like that. And JJ Watt is that dude, if they will. So what you got, BC?
No, I was gonna say I tend to agree. I think that just how Dak and the rest of the team have been kind of playing this year, it's been very consistent. I think that Pittsburgh once again kind of takes advantage of an inconsistent team, and they're able to just keep that defense rolling. Justin Fields, I think, is going to do just enough on offense to be able to bring it home and win a close one.
Yeah, man, it's tough for me. It's tough for grabs, really. Michael Parsons is going to be out. DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be out. So those are two key defensive players that we really need. And Darren Bland is out too, but he's been out since the beginning of the season. So that's no surprise. Our defense is very injured right now. Our offense, we cannot get the running game going for shit. So it's only been our pass offense that has been doing work. And against defense like this, it's going to be very hard to score points. I would take the under on this game. I just don't know who would win because I don't know if Justin Fields can really show out like that against a pass rush defensive line. But our secondary is pretty damn trash. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
I had to pick. I'm always gonna go with the boys. I'm always
there we go.
Boys,
You got to, man. You got to. And our final game, the Monday night game, which could be kind of exciting here. We got the New Orleans Saints going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are just going to keep staying undefeated here, and they'll get this win. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, and I think the Kansas City defense is going to shut down Derek Carr.
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that Kansas City, I mean, obviously you're at home. Like, I think that they have the edge. And then, New Orleans, they surprised people. They surprised people the first few weeks. Now they're starting to come back down to earth. I think that they make this one a lot more entertaining than probably a lot of people would think. But again, there's a reason why Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are unbeaten. Not much is going to change.
No.
Yeah.
But I do see. I agree with both you. But dude, the way that Mahomes been playing lately, man. I think we got to take the him throwing an interception prop because he's been throwing a pick every single game, bro. He hasn't been playing up to par. But the Chiefs always do this. They play like shit in the beginning of the year, but then when Thanksgiving, December, January come around, they want to show like they're the best team in the league. So
yeah, and New Orleans defense, it's not the most elite, but they are opportunistic. They know how to get their hands on the football. So I think that prop for sure could hit.